Welcome to the semifinals of Championship Race 16. We have raced 75 cars now, and there have been a few surprises here with these cars that have lost out. Fat Fendered 40 lost it. Usually that one moves on. The Solar is out. Probably the biggest surprise here, we had this car from 1988. This is a Silver Bullet. Does not have great wheels. That's too bad. But we've got 15 semifinalists, and we're going to race the first group today. We'll get a lineup for you, and we'll show you which cars are racing. Here's a close-up of our semifinalists. First up is Mega Duty. Then we've got Way Too Fast. We've got our Dodge Viper. Then Dodge Concept. And finally the Nissan Skyline. And how this works is we'll do 3 races. The fastest time of the 3 races is the car that moves on to the finals. We'll line them up. Nice race. 3.62 is not a bad time. That is way too fast. That is probably our best time this race. Looks like the Dodge Concept came in second. Third was the Dodge Viper. Fourth was the Nissan Skyline. And then Mega Duty is just happy to be here in 5th place. So 3.62 is the time to beat. We'll line them up. Switch up the lanes. Well, we had a new winner that time. That must have been a close race. 3.62, so we've got a tie. And that is the Dodge Concept. Second place was Way Too Fast. Third place was the Nissan Skyline. Fourth, Mega Duty did a lot better over in lane 6. And Dodge Viper came in 5th. So we have two cars that have 3.62. Dodge Concept, Way Too Fast. We'll line them up again, see if anybody can beat that time. All right, these guys are consistent. So Dodge Concept won another one at 3.62, and Way Too Fast came in second. Third, looks like it was the Nissan Skyline. Fourth was the Mega Duty, and 5th was the Dodge Viper. So what we'll do now, since we've had 2 cars get a 3.62, we'll race them twice, once in lanes 2 and 5, and whoever gets the fastest time moves on. So that'll be good. Nice race. Both cars slowed down a little bit. We had a 3.63, and that was for Way Too Fast. That is the time to beat. Dodge Concept got a 3.665. Okay, we'll line them up, switch up the lanes, and if somebody beats 3.638, they're moving on. Otherwise, it's way too fast. All right, it looks like Way Too Fast won both of those races, had a 3.648, so his previous best time was a 6.368. So a little bit slower on the second run, but Way Too Fast did beat out the Dodge Concept, is now moving on to the championship. Here's our semifinalists from Group 2. First up is the Custom Chevy. Then we've got this Shelby Cobra. Next up is the Roger Dodger. Then the Overboard 454. And finally, we've got the Shadow MK. All right, we'll race them 3 times. The best time moves on. Nice race. All right, we had a winning time of 3.66, and that was Overboard 454. Didn't see that coming. Number 2 was the Shelby Cobra. Number 3 was the Custom Chevy. Number 4 was Roger Dodger. Number 5 was the Shadow MK. Okay, we'll switch up the lanes and line them up again and see if somebody can beat the 3.66. All right, so we had a time of 3.66, and that was Overboard 454 again. That guy seems to be the fast guy in this group. Number 2 this time was the Custom Chevy. Number 3, Dodge Viper, or actually the Shelby Cobra, got a little bit slower apparently. Number 4 was the Roger Dodger, and number 5 was the Shadow MK. Okay, 3.66. See if anybody can beat Overboard 454. Okay, so 3.67, Shelby Cobra won that race. Overboard 454 came in second, and Shadow MK came in third. Fourth was Custom Chevy. Fifth was Roger Dodger. So the fastest time was 3.66, which Overboard 454 got twice. So got the fastest time out of 3 races. Overboard 454 is moving on. Here is Group 3 of the semifinalists. First up is Celine S7. Next is Screamin' Holler. Then we've got Fire Eater, Vulture Roadster, and finally the Murata Stalker. Okay, The best time out of 3 races moves on to the finals. We had a time of 3.63 by the Screamin' Holler. Looks like the Murata Stalker came in second. And third was the Fire Eater. Fourth was the Vulture Roadster. Fifth was the Celine S7. All right, so the time to beat is 3.63. We'll switch up the lanes and line them up again. Wow, that turned around quick. So 3.62 is the new time to beat. Murata Stalker had a much better run over in lane 5. Looks like number 2 was really switched up. This is the Vulture Roadster. Number 3 is the Fire Eater. Screamin' Holler slowed up to number 4. And Celine S7 came in last again. Okay, we'll switch up the lanes for one last race. The new time to beat is 3.62. Okay, that Murata Stalker is picking up speed. Got a 3.6. That is really breaking into elite status. We've only had one car break into 3.5. So, and that was so close for that to happen. So this is getting exciting now. Fire Eater is getting better too. So came in second place. Screamin' Holler must have had a bad run in the second one because the third one picked up some speed and got number 3. Celine S7 came in 4th. And Vulture came in 5th. So yeah, Murata Stalker is moving on to the finals with a really fast time. It ought to be good. That was a great semifinals battle. We had a couple of cars here that did well, but lost out in the end. Yeah, this Dodge Concept pushed it to 5 races in that first round. So almost won it. Yeah, the Shelby Cobra didn't move on. This fantasy card, Overboard 454, took it way too fast. Is also in the finals. And the Murata Stalker put up a really good time. So those wheels that have been sitting for so long in that package are loosening up. We do run all these cars stock, so probably takes a little bit of time for the wheels to break in. So it's getting to where it might be some competition for our champ, but it's got to beat out these other 2 cars first. So stay tuned for the finals. They're coming up soon. Thanks for watching, everybody.